Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Jacque Kelly and I am a geochemist. And so what that means in my research world is that I study groundwater that flows out along the beach. And most recently, I have been involved in research efforts that are focused on understanding saltwater intrusion along the coast. I've also been working on research efforts that are looking at the interaction between this groundwater that's flowing out along our beaches and our marsh grasses, Spartina alterniflora. I've also been working on projects understanding how the groundwater interacts with eastern oysters. And I'm going to be starting a new research project down in Florida Bay that's looking at how groundwater interacts with the seagrass beds.
Hi, my name is Dr. Katy Smith and I'm a geoscientist. My area of study is paleontology, specifically vertebrate paleontology, so that is animals that have a backbone. My favorite animal to study is this one right here, the American mastodon. American mastodons are relatives of today's elephants. Mastodons have the same big tusks that elephants do, and like elephant tusks, mastodon tusks grow in layers. Because they grow in layers, we can look at changes throughout their lives based on the thicknesses and the chemical composition that we find in their tusks. The earliest part of life is found at the tip, and as we go from the tip all the way towards the back of the tusk, the mastodon is older and older and older, and its very last layer is formed just prior to death.
Hi, I'm Jim Reichard. I study environmental geology. What's fascinating about environmental geology is how we learn how people interact with the geologic environment. For example, we pave large parts of the landscape to build cities, and that in turn causes increased flooding. So we see how our own actions come back and cause us things that we have to deal with, like increased flooding.
Hi, my name's Tim Diedish, and I'm a structural geologist, which means I study the formation of mountains, and in particular, I study the Southern Appalachians.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nick Radko, and I'm a senior lecturer in geology. I study archaeological geology, which means as a geologist, I help archaeologists understand some of the material remains left behind by past cultures. So things like arrowheads and other stone tools. And what I specifically work with are bowls made out of a material called soapstone. I help them to identify these materials and to help figure out where in nature did they find these things. Right? Where did a bowl that we found in South Florida, where was that material actually quarried near Atlanta, for example?
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Amy Potter and I'm a cultural geographer. Geography simply means to study the earth. However, one of my favorite definitions of the discipline is the writing of the world. As a cultural geographer, I study the ways that humans write or leave their traces or marks on the world. This could include material traces, such as buildings, signs, and statues. As a cultural geographer, I also look at the ways that different groups contest or fight over places. Whose place is this? What does this place mean? I also look at a concept called sense of place, those emotional, experiential traces and attachments that humans tie to particular environments. My research has examined, for example, the meanings of the Southern Plantation Museum, particularly whether these sites represent stories of enslavement to the general public and the tourist. I've also examined the exclusion of Black Americans historically and present day on Tybee Island, Georgia, and the present day racialization of space over a beach bash that is attended mostly by students of HBCUs. And finally, I'm currently looking into Black history museums as sites of Black placemaking and community building.
Hi, my name is Brianne. I am a metamorphic petrologist. I study minerals and structures of metamorphic rocks to help me to tell stories about mountain building events and large plate tectonic events and supercontinent cycles.
Greetings, I'm Dr. Kelly Vance. I'm a professor of geology at Georgia Southern University in the Department of Geology and Geography. My specialty is teaching mineralogy and petrology. That's a study of minerals and rocks. I also teach economic geology, which is a way of looking at the applications of our mineral resources that we have, everything from metallic and precious minerals to industrial minerals that I'm going to talk about today.